In the time of the judges, there was no standing army, but as the need arose, the judges called the men of Israel together to fight to defend the nation. But from the time of Saul, there was a standing army, with regular captains. As David was one of those captains, when he became king, he strengthened the structure of his standing army, as described in 1 Chronicles chapter 27. And the children of Israel, according to their number, the heads of fathers' houses, the captains of thousands and hundreds and their officers, served the king in every matter of the military divisions. These divisions came in and went out month by month throughout all the months of the year, each division having 24,000. Over the first division for the first month was Jashobeam, the son of Zabdiel, and in his division were 24,000. He was of the children of Perez, and the chief of all captains of the army for the first month. Over the division of the second month was Dodai, an Ahohite, and of his division Mikloth, who was the leader. In his division were 24,000. The third captain of the army for the third month was Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the priest, who was chief. In his division were 24,000. This was the Benaiah who was mighty among the 30, and was over the 30. In his division was Ammizabad, his son. The fourth captain for the fourth month was Asahel, the brother of Joab, and Zebadiah his son after him. In his division were 24,000. The fifth captain for the fifth month was Shamhuth, the Izrahite. In his division were 24,000. The sixth for the sixth month was Ira the son of Ikesh, the Tekoite. In his division were 24,000. The seventh for the seventh month was Helez the Pelonite, of the children of Ephraim. In his division were 24,000. The eighth captain for the eighth month was Sibbecai the Hushathite, of the Zarhites. In his division were 24,000. The ninth captain for the ninth month was Abiezer the Anathothite, of the Benjamites. In his division were 24,000. The 10th captain for the 10th month was Maharai, the Netophathite, of the Zarites. In his division were 24,000. The 11th captain for the 11th month was Benaiah, the Pirathonite, of the children of Ephraim. In his division were 24,000. The 12th captain for the 12th month was Heldai, the Netophathite, of Othniel. In his division were 24,000. Furthermore, over the tribes of Israel, the officer over the Reubenites was Eliezer the son of Zichri, over the Simeonites, Shephatiah the son of Maacah, over the Levites, Hashabiah the son of Kemuel, over the Aaronites, Zadok, over Judah, Elihu, one of David's brothers, over Issachar, Omri the son of Michael, over Zebulun, Ishmaiah the son of Obadiah, over Naphtali, Jeremoth the son of Azriel, over the children of Ephraim, Hoshea the son of Azariah, over the half-tribe of Manasseh, Joel the son of Pedaiah, over the half-tribe of Manasseh in Gilead, Iddo the son of Zechariah, over Benjamin, Jaasiel the son of Abner, over Dan, Azarel the son of Jeraham. These were the leaders of the tribes of Israel. But David did not take the number of those 20 years old and under, because the Lord had said he would multiply Israel like the stars of the heavens. Joab the son of Zeruiah began a census, but he did not finish it, for wrath came upon Israel because of this census, nor was the number recorded in the account of the Chronicles of King David. And Azmaveth the son of Adiel was over the king's treasuries, and Jehonathan the son of Uzziah was over the storehouses in the field, in the cities, in the villages, and in the fortresses. Ezri the son of Sheleb was over those who did the work of the field for tilling the ground, and Shimei the Ramathite was over the vineyards, and Zabdi the Shipmite was over the produce of the vineyards for the supply of wine. Baal-Hanan, the Gederite, was over the olive trees and the sycamore trees that were in the lowlands. And Joash was over the store of oil. And Shitrai, the Sharonite, was over the herds that fed in Sharon. And Shaphat, the son of Adlai, was over the herds that were in the valleys. Obil, the Ishmaelite, was over the camels. Jediah, the Merathonite, was over the donkeys. And Jaziz, the Hagrite, was over the flocks. All these were the officials over King David's property. Also, Jehonathan, David's uncle, was a counsellor, a wise man, and a scribe. And Jeiel, the son of Hachmoni, was with the king's sons. Ahithophel was the king's counsellor, and Hushai, the Archite, was the king's companion. After Ahithophel was Jehoiada, the son of Benaiah, then Abiathar, and the general of the king's army was Joab. My name's Arthur, and I thank you for joining me as we share from 1 Chronicles 27. The structure of the army, it was a standing army, but the soldiers came on duty for 1 month of the year and then returned to their own affairs for the other 11 months, no doubt maintaining their skill level so that they continued to be productive. And there was a huge army, 144,000, that could be called on in the event of an attack. So there were 24,000 in each of 12 divisions, each division on duty for a month. So that was the military force. Each of the tribes had their own territory, and each tribe had its own leader. These are named. So these would have provided a council for David. Comment is made again that he began to take a census, but that census was never completed, and it did not include those under 20 years of age, because the Lord was growing the nation. The Lord disrupted that census because it was a matter of boast, not of necessity. Our pride tells us that we want to have large things, large crowds, large churches, but God uses the weak and small things in his purposes, and so we need to remain small in our own eyes, even if we become great in the eyes of others. David was a great king, but it was only because he involved many other competent people, able people, wise people in his administration, giving responsibility, not keeping it all to himself, but handing over responsibility to others. We have named those who were responsible for the vineyards, for the olive trees, for the sycamore trees, the herds, the flocks, the donkeys, so that David's affairs were properly looked after. This is in line with the New Testament teaching that we are a body, but we are individually members of it, and we are all distinct, having a distinct role and responsibility. None of us is superfluous, but some parts have more prominence than others. Nevertheless, all parts are critical. While whoever looks after the donkeys may not seem important to us, it was critical to the good functioning of David's kingdom. But the key people were David's counsellors. Jehonathan, David's uncle, a wise man. He was also a scribe. He was a very literate man. His son was with the king's sons. Ahithophel was a very wise counsellor, but he betrayed David with respect to Absalom. Hushai was a counsellor, but he was also David's companion, a wise counsellor for David. We all need to have wise counsellors, those that we can refer to give us determine what we should do. David was not a one-man band. He relied on these men. And of course, Joab, captain of his army. While David got frustrated with Joab in several regards, yet he absolutely depended upon him to manage the army. So let us recognise the role that we have and serve our King, the Lord Jesus Christ, with zeal and diligence and competence for the glory of his kingdom.